transport is one of the easiest and fastest ways for the coronavirus to spread. But for many workers living in low-income households and areas like townships, taxis are the only option when it comes to transport. And now that the minibus taxis can load at 100% capacity for local trips, it becomes critical to ensure passengers and drivers are protected.
COVID is an airborne vector, and what that means is that if you're sitting inside a taxi or inside any closed environment with doors and windows closed so that there's limited airflow, and there's opportunity then for virus to get into the air.
A partnership between the private and public sector is doing just that.
Our people are getting sick from the taxis. Our taxis are our lifeblood of the country. It touches everyone, and it's absolutely critical and urgent that we get the taxis fitted with an air ventilation system as well as a barrier that separates the driver from the rest of the vehicle.
We all have fear, but what can we do? We have to make a living. Yeah, we have children, we have rent, we have to cover all those things.
Meanwhile, taxi associations are calling for more collaboration.
We are voicing out as the taxi industry to the Toyotas of this world, as well as other corporate partners, other banks, your 3 major banks, for example, who are making a living and profits from our people, to please come on board.
More than 2,000 taxis have been fitted with these features. It's hoped with more assistance from stakeholders in the sector, 200,000 taxis will be COVID-19 compliant. Slindalo Masigan, Johannesburg.
Long-distance taxi drivers say they're struggling financially. While the Transport Department has given the go-ahead for taxis to travel long distance, they may only load at 70% capacity. And drivers say this is just not feasible. ENCA reporter Tsehwacho Moache travelled on one of those taxis and filed this report.
Long-distance drivers on the route from Polokwane to Johannesburg are battling to earn a living. The taxi drivers have put COVID-19 protocols in place to ensure the safety of their passengers and are asking government to reconsider.
Government 100% so
Passengers say they feel adequately protected when traveling in taxis.
I'm happy because every sanitizer, social distancing.
After a few hours, we're finally at the border, where protocol is being followed by law enforcement. It's a long journey for these drivers, but they sometimes feel it's just not worth it.